Hello, I was inspired to make this video from a post I've seen on Facebook. A friend of mine posted this study that showed how men and women respond to dating, basically, and dating preferences. I couldn't open the report because it was one of these newspaper reports. I think it was the Times, whereby you have to be a subscriber to open or read the full report. So that was a bit pointless. Um, but it raised an interesting question about preferences and about how we perceive other people's preferences. So here's a sort of stereotypical notion of what this involves. You get some women who absolutely prefer wealthy men, and guys who are just rich and they are financially resourceful. Not just guys who are stable, but guys who are explicitly rich. And then you get men who only will look at beautiful women and every other woman is void. Now, this is my take on this. I very much feel that dating is very much a personal choice. And so long as you're not cheating on anyone, and so long as it involves free thinking adults, so we're not involving anything that's illegal, then it really is the business of the person involved. But there is a caveat to this. Um, if you if you're a woman who only goes for rich guys, that's fine. That's just being honest. That's what you prefer. But if you then actively look down on guys who are not rich, whether they be poor guys or even average income guys, you're going to end up getting a reputation as a snob or as all sorts of negative things. So it's one thing preferring rich men in dating, but if you look down on men in general, that's a different matter. Um, Likewise, men who only go for aesthetic outward beauty, I think there's nothing wrong with that. But if they then treat women who they don't deem to be beautiful in an obnoxious way, if they're, let's say, jocks around them, if they treat them in an unpleasant or unkind way, that's not good. So there's two sides to this. For what it's worth, I do think that most of us, if we're being honest, do put some emphasis at least on physical attraction. I won't lie. I'm a red-blooded man. I'm a heterosexual man. If I see a beautiful woman, yeah, I look at her, um, and that's basic human nature. But I think that it is very important how you treat other people. So if you're only treating the people who you have a preference for in a decent way, then that's incredibly shallow. Preferring them in the first place is not shallow, but only treating them well and treating everyone else like dirt is shallow. That's how I would see it, and I'd be interested in whether people agree with me on that or not. I have known some women in my life who are definitely, oh, they go for richer guys, and um, sometimes that brings through negative personality traits. And likewise, I'm sure there are men out there who, and of course, these are stereotypes. It could be that there are women who go for handsome men and men who go for rich women as well. So those can also be reversed. But I think it's a bit unrealistic for people to say, "Oh, you know, beauty is only on the inside." I don't agree with that. If you are a woman who's attracted to men, if you're a man who's attracted to, well, any sort of includes homosexual attraction as well. Aesthetics is part of the human psyche. I defy anyone to honestly say never in their life have they looked at the person that they're attracted to in a certain way, um, i.e. the demographic that they're attracted to. So if you are a heterosexual man, I defy any heterosexual man to honestly claim that never in his life has he looked at a beautiful woman and thought, "Whoa, she's beautiful." I just don't believe. It's not about agreeing or not. I just don't believe that when people say, "Oh, it's," I think they're trying to be a little bit pious and a little bit self-righteous when they say, "Oh, it's only on the inside that counts." Now, I appreciate that in a long time life relationship, that's probably true, because that comes into issues like trust and how well they know the person and so on. But I'm talking just about basic surface attraction. Um, and I do think that someone who honestly claims that they don't have an ideal aesthetic standard is lying. They're just not being honest. So I'd be intrigued how people see that. Let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment and please keep it respectful. Thank you.